Do you feel that? There's like a push and pull fight right now. They want us to go one way and we're trying to go this other way. And whether that's the system, people from our past, energies that we can't even see, there's this tug. And I'm very fortunate as I'm not in the 9 to 5. I feel the energy and I'm spontaneous, depending on what the energy is. I can focus on what I'm doing. I don't have to do anything in particular on a particular day. And this is the flow of life and how it should be. And then this manufacturing came in where you have the 9 to 5, you have the Monday to Friday, you have the overtime Saturday. Hi, I am Holly, and I'm sharing a part of my journey to bring courage and inspire you on yours. And whether you are feeling your current energy or the collective current energy, this is when you can practice discernment. By calling out the energy that's in your field, and when it's not yours, it leaves. When it is yours, then you can reflect and process why, what you're feeling, the reasoning behind it. I notice this in many people right now. And there's almost this, it's like a clinging on to what is known and this fear of what's coming around the corner. There's 2 moons in the sky, and the Western world is attempting to hide the sky from us. And when I hear moon, when we're following the heliocentric version of reality, where there's a flying ball spinning it's not millions of miles per hour, but basically is what it should feel like. So when you're following that version, it's not really a diagram, but so when you're following that version, you look at the moon, and they claim that the moon affects our gravitational pull. It affects the tides. It affects the waters, which we're how much percentage of water. And so when they're telling us there's a second moon coming in, what does that mean? They called it a moon. They didn't call it an asteroid. They didn't call it anything else. They called it a moon. Which to me indicates there's going to be energetic shifts, push and pulls within us, within all around us, since we're all connected. And then I see in people this, it's like a hesitation or a frustration that they don't even know what it really is, but they want to label it because we're so used to labeling everything. So these people have this internal frustration currently, not really sure why or where it's coming from. And so they attempt to label it that it's because of this, it's because of that from my past, or it's because of my neighbor, or it's because of this. And this is the biggest opportunity that everybody has right now to turn within and really, really ask the questions that you need to be asking, rather than Why's my neighbor got that huge pile of crap that's been sitting there for 30 years? It's an eyesore. Or, man, my neighbor's dog always gets out and he gets into my yard, and it's like, this is nature. These creatures are here to protect us and shift the energy and keep more dangerous animals off of your property. And yet we've lost this connection to flow with everything around us. And so I look at these people and I practice the art of detachment, where I hold space for the space they're in. I don't try and fix it. It's their lesson. But I feel this gratitude, really, is what I feel. This gratitude for this space that I'm in, or I don't push my life. I've pushed and pushed and pushed for so long. I got into relationships and I wanted to know right away where this relationship was going. Is this going to last? Let's move in together right now so that we can find out. Let's go and spend some time together. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because I always wanted to know right now. And I used to think I was patient. And that the space that I'm in right now, the amount of patience I have, I may not know how I'm going to pay my next month of rent. How I've manifested is that it's always paid. I always have a full tank of gas. I always got food in my belly. We have everything we need. And this shift that's happening right now is giving you the space to take a step back, to disconnect yourself, to not take on everybody else's burdens. With the talks of elections, with the talks of blizzards in South Africa, with the talks of the San Andreas fault line splitting and the ground shifting and the Hurricane Helene, which happened 100 years ago, back same dates, bringing no water into Florida, yet skipping Florida and bringing it right into the center of the country. With all of these distractions that are currently happening right now, the best thing that you can do for your own health, for your mental health, for your physical health, for your spiritual health, is turn within, is self-care, is rest. Men need to start embracing their internal feminine energy. I know that many of you have wounding from your parents, that mother-father wound, and it can be extremely difficult for you to feel the emotions, to feel the feelings, to embrace that self-care, because you always want to help everybody else, you want to save everybody else, you want to be that protector and the provider. You have to do that with you first. And this is that internal feminine energy that is rising up in all of us. Not just women, not just men. It's not the divine. It's not the women empowerment thing. This is an energy. And when men can embrace their internal feminine energy, which is self-care, nurturing, getting into the flow state, and this is where your manifestations come to fact. And until you embrace this flow within you and practice the art of detachment, leaving everybody else's everything out there. And yes, it is difficult when you have families. It is difficult when you're in a neighborhood that's suburbia and you have neighbors all over the place and everybody's afraid of everybody judging each other. So this time right now, with this second moon and this divine feminine energy rising, this is a time for men and women to embrace that nurturing flow state where you care for yourself, the universe in turn cares for you and provides every single thing you need. Mwah. Bliss to each and every one of you.